to this team.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Jordan in at point guard. Pau Gasol is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Cole Aldrich. And it's Simmons in at the shooting guard position.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Here's Simmons. 9 points last game out. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's his first trip to the line.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
And you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Passes it to Neal. Dishes to Aldrich. He trains the turnaround jump shot.
Oh, the turnaround jumper. That was just beautiful.
Last outing for Chicago. They won that game against Cleveland.
Yeah, struggled to shoot the basketball in that game, but still found a way, if you will. I mean, they had to pick up the slack in a lot of other areas, and they did.
And, Greg, you know, not too many teams are going to win shooting that poorly from the floor. You know, I'd have to say it says a lot about them as a ball club to win with that poor shooting performance.
Here's Neal. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Neal's got his first basket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Jordan with the bucket. Here's Parker. 11 points for him in that last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
Now here is Aldridge. His last outing, he had 8 points. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, Greg Popovich and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him what he'd most like to see from his team today, and he told me we'd really like to keep Pau Gasol under wraps in this one. He went on to explain that Gasol can take over games with his efficiency on the offensive end, and the key to their win will be getting a hand in his face every time. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Now here's Jordan, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. Outside Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. That one from long range. Butler's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Jumps up and slam dunk by Jordan.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
The 3. Nope. Good. And the Spurs going the other way now. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, they were in a funk from the field in that game. Credit the defense, though, because even when they got open looks, no rhythm to knock them down.
Hey, guys, hey, every team has a night like that on occasion. It has to take. We call them gong games. You just want to hit the gong, forget about them, and move on. They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Aldridge's shot is good.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Chicago with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. They set the pick. Gasol a screen. It's Jordan on the wing, covered by Parker. Jordan against Parker. Parker with the steal. And he gets it to go.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
It's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
And Kevin, while we have a moment here, let's take a look at the Bulls and see where they ranked over the last month in the NBA stats. First in shooting percentage, first in three-point shooting. And they're also ranked #1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
Now here's Jordan. George Hill missing his last shot. Outside Jordan, 6 to shoot. Here's Rose. The shot is off. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. And Neal kicks to Hill. All alone. And no good as it rattles out.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
And a wide open look for Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And that's now 11 points for Jordan. Spurs trail by 6. Hill dishes to Aldridge. Oubre passes to Leonard. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. The wide open look here for Aldridge. San Antonio again missing.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Good. And now an 8-point Bulls lead.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Shots good by Neal.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Spurs shooting 47% here so far. Brooke has an update from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He was intent on running the offense through Jordan. Coach wants him to go from one of the key guys to the key guy. And from the way he responded in the huddle, I think he's up to the challenge. Kevin, we'll see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
Thanks, Doris. Jordan with a screen on Hill. Out to the right wing. And here's Ilyasova outside. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
Back to Ariza. This one for three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. And they ended up winning it going away.
And Boris Diaw picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Butler kicks to Rose. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And now an 11-point Bulls lead.
And it really starting to look like they're going to have one of those days where nothing goes wrong.
Well, Greg, they certainly haven't done anything wrong so far. Stretching the lead into double digits already. Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Now here's Butler. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. Good. Ilyasova's got 5 now.
Time and passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Diaw with a wide open look. Buries it from three-point range. Diaw's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Rose dishes to Jordan. Five to shoot. Hill with some nice D.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times.
And a chance to hear from Tony Parker, who said he lives for the challenge of continuing to improve.
I always try to improve and get better, and Pop always challenged me. He came to me and he said, you know, good players, they can have a great season. But the great players, they have many great seasons. So he said, what you want to be?
And in Tony Parker's case, great is what he wanted to be and has been for a long time.
You know, that's
on your face for no good reason at all. We in the back.
got to be able to drive and motivate and also give the confidence. And that's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a cakewalk one. He had his struggles, and now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for Chicago right now, Jordan, he's in at point guard. Ilyasova out there with Cole Aldridge. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Simmons in at the 2 spot. And San Antonio has possession after the Bulls pick up 2.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Well, Marcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. Now here's Jordan. He's got 11. Butler on the way. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's the screen. Parker drives in. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. And that's now 6 points for Aldridge.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Move the ball. Stick it to us.
Outside Jordan. Kicks it to Gasol. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw good from Gasol. Gary Neal's checked in for Ray McCallum. And Chicago also making a switch. Williams is checked in. Spurs trail by 10.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Tony Parker. 7th in steals. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And talk about highway robbery. I mean, jumping the passing lane, snatching away your dribble. He'll take it from you.
Here's Neal. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 11. That's good.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
It's Parker with the drive. Here's Marjanovic, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Shooting much better here in the second quarter.
Yes, very impressed with how much more alive they look here to get back in.
Now here's Williams. He had 10 points in the win against Cleveland.
Well, after the good move to get down the lane, he found a whole lot of traffic and congestion in there.
Here's Jordan, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Talk about a terrific game for Jordan. He's got 14 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those three-point shots.
You said it. His long-range jumpers are having a deadly effect.
Free throw good, Jordan. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Spurs trail by 10. Parker kicks to Neal. Parker with a clean look. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots. Bulls have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Outside Jordan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the 3 at basket. Number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers did not have a great showing. He ended with 7 points and did a good portion of his work from the free throw line as he drew a good number of fouls. He shot a very low percentage from the field, uncharacteristically low. We'll be curious to see how he responds here in this one, guys.
Great job, Doris, as always. Thank you. Well, not the kind of performance they count on, Greg, from him.
And that's the thing. I mean, they count on him heavily. When he fails to come through, then that's when you end up with the loss.
Sure thing. I mean, it's always going to be very difficult for them to pull out a win when he has the kind of game he did in that one, guys.
Carlos Boozer's checked in for Cole Aldrich. Here's Marjanovic.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
The Bulls leading by 11. Here's Jordan. Another one falls for Chicago.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Aldridge left side. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. And it's 8 points for Aldridge.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Outside Jordan. Outside Gasol. Gasol gets the screen from Jordan. Just 3 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Cannot hit. Excellent D there from Parker. Spurs trail by 11. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Oubre is checked in for San Antonio. Hill comes in for Tony Parker. Chicago on defense. Leonard with the ball. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. That drops.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Now here's Jordan. Good looking screen by Gasol. Pass to Williams. Clock at 6. Offline from the high post.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Aldridge's screen. Fires the 3. Tries yet again. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Oubre.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 22. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Leonard the pass to Hill. Pulls up on the wing. Offensive rebound. Aldridge dishes to Neal. Now here's Oubre. Not a lot of room. Gasol with the steal. Here's Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And it's a 10-point Bulls lead.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Hill kicks to Leonard. Ferries it down low. Leonard's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
We're at the break in the action. Let's show you the teams that have been making their opponents work especially hard over the past 10 games. The Bulls in second.
The teams they've faced over the last 10 have to be wondering how long this brutal defense is going to last. There's no let-up in these teams. They play with tenacity throughout.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Boris Diaz checked in for Aldridge. Reza comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Ray McCallum subbed in for Gary Neal. And stolen by Ilyasova. And that one's good.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Here's McCallum, guarded by Jordan. McCallum, the pass to Diaw. Reza dishes to Hill. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Butler. The Bulls leading by 10. And he gets the bucket. Butler's got 7 points.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
And McCallum kicks to Diaw. Drops in the tray.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Jordan sets the pick for Butler. Rose passes to Ilyasova, and he gets it to go. Ilyasova's got 4 points now in the quarter. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Ariza, a screen on Rose. Off the screen. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his third rebound tonight. From deep. And we finished one half of basketball. Bulls lead by 11. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the...
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
I'm just trying to let the game come to me.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, you just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the toughest.
Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Gary Neal. Then it's Tony Parker. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Neal. Parker outside. And it's blocked by Jordan. One-on-one fast break. Leonard with the steal. Jordan against Parker. To the wing on the left. An open look for Aldridge. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. The Bulls leading by 11. Now Jordan, 26 points for him. To the middle, here's Gasol. Well, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this, for his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of Jack distributor. Control the game like no one ever has before or since.